So let us go to the chordata. What is the chordata? We have already studied that chorda means the presence of a solid structure or the string throughout the body, and so that is called the chordata. And we can differentiate the non-chordata how actually absence of notochord, nerve cord and the gill clefts, or in other term we can say presence of notochord, nerve cord and the gill clefts. So here this chordata, before going to the details of the chordates here, this is the here. That is the phylum, it is the only phylum you can say. It has been divided into two division. One you can say that is the acraniata. Acraniata and craniata. What is the acraniata and the craniata? Acraniata and the craniata. A means absent here. A means absent. Cranium, you know very well. Brain is situated inside the hollow structure, and that is made by just like a skeletal system. And this is called as the cranium, head. Cephalation is the characteristic feature of chordates, and cephala means head. And when is the head? When you say that the head is made by just like a cranium. Better to say that the cranium, and this cranium is enclosed inside the brain like this one here, and this is covered. And so this is called the cranium. And such cranium is absent. Acraniata. If the cranium is present, you can say that is the craniata. And so most of the craniata means vertebrates. Generally said to be the vertebrates. Now we can apply here vertebrates. Later I will explain that. Chordata or the chorda. So here the vertebrates. So the most of the craniates are said to be the vertebrates. So they are belongs to just like a typical. Generally you can say that the vertebrates presents animals are called the chordata. But in other than vertebrate presents animals are all called the chordata. How they are explained I will later. Just remember, the most of the craniates are the vertebrates. And acraniata. So they are termed as, these are also termed as protochordata. Protochordata. These are called the protochordata. And these are called as the vertebrates. They are termed as vertebrates. So this is the main acraniata or the craniata, and they are also termed as the protochordata and the vertebrata. So proto means, remember again the term itself indicates that what is the proto. Proto means primitive chordata. The animals which are having primitive type of chorda is called the protochordate. Proto means primitive. This is not well developed, not poorly developed you can say. Poorly developed, well developed. So here proto means primitive, not well developed. Poorly developed chorda is present, and such animals are said to be the protochordates. And vertebrates means here completely well formed. But actually what happens here, the chorda is absent. Chorda or the notochord is replaced by vertebral column here. Vertebral column. So later I will explain that. So here the protochordates. Once again these protochordates have been studied under, depends upon the position. Position or the presence of notochord. Once again they have been classified into three types. Here you can say, just I will explain that here. Or I will explain this one. Here it has been divided into again three class. One is, you can say that the hemichordata. Better to say that the hemichordata. Hemichordata. So this is the hemichordata, first one. And second one is, you can say urochordata. Urochordata. And third one is cephalochordata. Cephalochordata, urochordata, hemichordata. So like this. So once again, what is hemichordata and what is the urochordata and what is the cephalochordata? So it depends upon protochordates. Chordates have been studied into acrenata, crenata or protochordata and the vertebrates. Protochordata, once again they have been studied, depends upon on the presence of chordata, the notochord. They have been classified into hemichordata, urochordata as well as cephalochordata. So what is the hemi? Again term itself indicates that the hemi. Hemi means half. Half. Hemi means half. Half of the body. Suppose you can say like this. This is the animal body here, and this is the anterior and the posterior. Half of the body is having the chorda or the string presence. So these are called the hemichordates. Half of the body. This is notochord is considered. This is the notochord. Presence of notochord, half of the body is said to be the hemichordates. They are called the hemichordates. And the euro means what? Euro means tail. That is the tail. And only in the tail region. Notochord is present only in the tail region. Here like this. If you consider this is the tail, and here you can see this is the hemichordata. Urochordata. In the region of the tail. Euro means tail. The chorda or the notochord is present in the tail region is called the urochordates. And what is the cephalochordate? Cephalo means, again you will come across head. This is the anterior and this is the posterior. It consists the head and this is the tail region. And cephalochordata means throat body. So in the head region and in the tail region, both. Cephalo. Here you can say this is the cephalo, euro and the hemi. Hemi means half of the body. Euro means in the tail region. Cephalo means, again you remember, this term itself indicates the cephalo, that is for the head. Even the notochord is present in the head region also, what is the cephalochordates. So these are the main. And the vertebrate here, let us go to here, what is the vertebrate here? So vertebrates have been divided into like this way here. The two main, again here you can see that is Agnatha and Gnatostomata. Agnatha and the Gnatostomata. What is Agnatha? Again the term itself indicates. Remember Gnato means jaw. Gnato means jaw. So here Agnatha means the jawless animals are said to be the Agnatha animals, and Gnatostomata means the jaw with the animals having the jaw. You can say like this here, or in other terms, the animal is having the, suppose you take for example fish, you can say, just you can say, fish you can say. So this is the jaw in case of the like this here. So this is the upper jaw and this is the lower jaw like this here, and so like this. Or in other terms, you can say this is the lower jaw and the upper jaw. So the jaw having animals, the presence of the jaw animals are called the Gnatostomata. They are also called the Gnatostomata. These Gnatostomata also termed as cyclostomes. Cyclostomata or cyclostomes come under this one. Cyclostomes. These are said to be the cyclostomes. And these Gnatostomata, you can say, they are come under the classes, superclass, you can say, class of the superclass. It I will tell you later. So cyclostomes and jaw animals, jaw animals. So here the cyclostomes. Cyclostomes means, you remember here the body is like this, and they have got suctorial type of round circular type. So like this here. You can see this cyclostomes. Most of these cyclostomes are come under this one. So here they are separated like this here. The jaw animal. So you can say like this jaw. The jaw animal. And these cyclostomes, once again they have been classified into only cyclostomes. But these Gnatostomata, the jaw animals, have been classified into again two types, two superclass. One is, you can say that is species, you can say, superclass species. Two superclass. Superclass, one is species, another one is tetrapods. Tetrapods. Species means fish, you can say. Species means fish. So these are most of the aquatic forms. They are living, mode of living means the locomotion by means of the swimming, and swimming locomotive organs here, there is the fins, you can say. The fins, paired, unpaired, median, paired, unpaired, lateral or ventral fin or median, like that. So based on that, the position they have been classified into median, lateral, ventral or paired fins. All these are help to take the locomotion as well as the turning, like that. So these are the most of the fish. Tetrapods again they have been classified into again 4 class or say 5 class. One is amphibians. You remember that amphibians, reptiles, eels and mammals. So these are the 4 class. Tetrapod. Tetrapod means 4-legged animals, like this. 4-legged animals, like this. 4-legged animals. Tetra means 4. So amphibians, you take for example amphibians. There are some apoda. Absence of leg animals are also there. You might be asked in case of the reptile snake. There also in the beginning during the evolutionary time, or during the course of evolution, they have been vanishing, but they shows their the remains as in the form of the vestigial organs. But actually there are all these other 4-legged animals over the tetrapods. Superclass 1. Here the species. Second class, you can say third, fourth, fifth, like this. So these are the amphibians, reptiles, eels and the mammals. So this is the brief classification of chordata, or this is also called the phylogen. It is also called the phylogen. This is the chordata, and these are the vertebrates. These are 2 branches, and here these are the divided like here. These are the protochordates, hemichordata, urochordata, and cephalochordata. And here you can say Agnatha, and the Gnathostomata. And this Gnathostomata is divided into the species or the species, and these have been classified into 4 like this way. 1, 2, 3, 4 like this way here. So all these are, or you can say species, amphibians, reptiles, eels and the mammals. So like this way. So if you consider these are the cyclostomes, and here you can say these are the hemichordate, urochordate, cephalochordate, all these. So like this type. And so if you consider this is, here you can say this is the main phylogen. Phylogen means it divides like this way here, again it divides like this way here, again it divides like this way here, again it has been divided like this way. So these are seems to be just like a branches of that. You can say this is the branches of. So this is called the phylogenetic. So this is a brief classification. You remember chordata, protochordate and the crenata, the acrenata. They have been classified protochordate and the vertebrates. Protochordates 3 types: hemi, uro, cephalochordates. Crenate the vertebrates. In vertebrates they have been classified to Agnatha and the Gnathostomata. Gnathostomata, cyclostomes of the Agnatha means jawless with jaw having. There is so species as the tetrapods. Species means fish and the tetrapods means amphibians, reptiles, eels, mammals. So this is the phylogen of the chordata.